Hello, folks, and welcome to Kudlow. I'm Larry Kudlow. All right, day 5 of the horrific, barbaric Hamas-Hezbollah-Iran invasion of Israel. Israel is regrouping with their air defenses, soon to be launched ground attack. We're trying to get hold of Mike Tobin on the ground as soon as we can get him through. He's on the border, on the Gaza border. As soon as we can, we will plug him right in. Meanwhile, on the show, Senator Eric Schmitt will be here to tell us why the administration is still in deep denial about the role of Iran. And in just a second, the great Harvard law professor Alan Dershowitz is going to tell us why Harvard loves Hamas, or maybe they don't. But first up, I want a word of congratulations to my friend Steve Scalise. He is now the Republican nominee for Speaker, winning a tight race over another great friend and distinguished conservative, Jim Jordan. Mr. Jordan has now declared support for Scalise and is whipping other members into the Scalise camp. Hopefully, the Republican conference will be completely united and move the nomination to the House floor and get the 217 votes necessary. A couple more words about Steve Scalise, whom I have known for many, many years. He is a brave soul who was shot on a baseball field a few years ago, managed to recover, and won the admiration of everybody on both sides of the aisle. Right now, he is ahead of schedule in his winning battle to defeat cancer. He's a strong conservative. He was an excellent whip, excellent majority leader, former head of the Conservative Republican Study Committee, and he was the principal organizer of H.R. 1. That was the first Republican House-passed bill last winter, hugely important, as it will unlock the fossil fuel spigots that Joe Biden's radical Green New Deal attempts to shut down. H.R. 1 was also an important permitting reform bill. It would unleash oil and gas production, bring down gasoline prices, help restore America's energy dominance that Biden has so badly undermined. Then Majority Leader Scalise and then Speaker Kevin McCarthy unveiled H.R. 1 on this show, in part because it was probably my biggest pet cause, and I think it still is. Coming from Louisiana, you can bet Steve Scalise will keep the heat on and press forward to fight Biden's socialist climate change central planners and restore a balanced approach to energy, using our God-given resources and technology advances to power future economic growth forward. Anybody that knows Steve Scalise, by the way, really likes him. Donald Trump backed Jim Jordan, but Trump is also a great admirer and friend of Steve Scalise. And Mr. Jim Jordan, an old personal friend, he will continue to do a terrific job as Judiciary Chair in the Biden investigations and in pursuit of an end to the two-tier justice system imposed by Joe Biden's Merrick Garland Justice Department. Scalise and Jordan are strong proponents of First Amendment free speech. And you know what? They are supply-side tax cutters. They will work hard to limit the size and scope of the federal government, curb spending and deficits, roll back the anti-growth Biden regulations. These guys are pro-business. They are not big government socialists. And the fact that Mr. Jordan is magnanimously working for a successful Scalise speaker's vote attests to Jim's patriotism and his strong character. As soon as we get a Republican speaker on board, look for a bipartisan resolution in support of Israel. It's going to have to be some kind of supplemental spending bill to help our great ally, Israel. And then the hard blocking and tackling to finish up the regular budget order appropriations process. Liberal media keeps writing off the Republican House. They do it dozens of times, but I think those liberals are going to be wrong once again. And by the way, the Republican House will also be Israel's truly best friend through thick and thin. Okay? Just a little appetizer by myself for Mr. Scalise and Mr. Jordan. All right. Now, next question before the House. Does Harvard hate Hamas? Or maybe not.